All right, all right. We are live. I hope. Yes. Right. I'm just setting everything up here, so I got everything in order. There we go. I think that should be fine. All right. Welcome in, everybody. We are coming back to where I left off yesterday. I had to stop and I had to start doing some other stuff, so I haven't actually been doing much coding at all today. Where are we at? Well, we've been working on our interactable basic class. Oh, there we go. I think we need to turn up the audio there. Thank you very much. So, we've been working on my interactable class here and trying to figure out how to create a class that we can update with just a couple of clicks. So if we want to have a different object in the world that we place in the world and we want to create different objects, we want the same class and for it to be controlled by data rather than creating multiple classes that, individually controlling different type of objects. So I'm trying to build something more dynamically anyway. So before we start, course subscription always welcome. And if you have any comments, ideas, wondering about what the hell I'm doing here, put it into the comment section, or if you're here in the live chat, just ask me straight up. I'll try to answer you as well as I can. If you have any questions or ideas on, and wondering how C++ works, or how they interact with the blueprint and Unreal Engine, and how to get into this and where to learn and where to do everything, let me know and we'll talk about it. Absolutely. I am willing and open to learn and to teach if I can. Most people know more than me, but at least I'm here. If you have any questions, just reach out and I'll answer as well as I can, or maybe I can point you in a direction where you can learn. Anyway, so we are ready to start going here. The only thing I did was I added a skeletal mesh and a static mesh, because I realized that if I do it here, it will disappear as soon as my function has ran through its course. So we gotta have something, a skeletal mesh, a static mesh, something to bind into so we can reach in and get it or grab it, or create some functions to get the mesh or get the skeletal mesh when we need it. All right, cool. So what else do we need to start looking at? Well, I was thinking that we need to add a we need to start implementing the gas system. So what we have here, if we open our basic container, we have a couple of functions and some stuff we want to implement into this to make sure that it's, let's see, that's the basic and this is the container item. So we need an ability system component, and every item will have one, because every item will have some kind of attributes. Every item should be able to be targeted and destroyed. We should be able to shoot anything that we can interact with. So if you find a rock in the world, you should be able to destroy it. If you find a container in the world, you should be able to destroy it. It might not be the best solution for that thing, but you should at least be able to. And the ability system component gives us that ability. We can give it through the system. We can give it the stats it needs to have some health. Also max storage. We can add that into this, and so on. So For example, you can have a small container with a very small storage that you can pop out in the world, for example. Anyway, so that is the first thing. We need to have some kind of attribute set. However, I was thinking about that. An item can have multiple attribute sets, depending on what it is. So, because I've been working with, when it comes to the attribute sets, I'm gonna open my ability system. I have different attributes depending on what the item is that you are referring to. For example, everything has a health attribute, but everything doesn't have other type of attributes. Like here I get a ship fitting attribute set. So I'm thinking that we should have a T array of attribute sets. Let's take a look at the code here first before we do anything. This is the lower level. Here we go. So we got some stuff here. I'm gonna get our ability component, system component. We're gonna copy this and just paste it into our code here. This is gonna be boom. So the ability system component is there. We need to add that, of course. We'll fix that in a little bit. We're creating the default sub object. It's a UGD ability system component, so it's a shell class to the general one. So we can actually, we haven't done anything with this yet, but we can give it functionality inside this shell class that we create ourselves. We're setting it to replicator, of course, and we're setting it to minimal. So if you can go and take a look at what the difference is between these different things. If it is, but basically, if it's a character that you are going to possess in some form, it should be mixed. Minimal is for items that are not interacted with as a player. Not interacted with, if you're not possessing it in some shape or form. Okay, we also need this function. It's gonna be, oh, we already have that. We just need to generate that. Boom. And what is this? Sure, what happened here? Why did it just do that? I don't know. There we go. All right. So let's see. For example, it's, let's see here. Get route information props. There we go. Items that need to be replicated and data need to be replicated need to be added in here. We don't have anything just yet. Let's see, initialize default attributes. Let's see here so we can get this right. Print attributes. Let's just print just to check that everything worked. Close that down because that is start getting annoying every time we do something. This is this entire function is a print attribute, so I'm gonna do that. Begin. I'm gonna remove that for now. Save that. So it needs slides ability actor info. So what we're doing here is we initializing the default attributes. Initialize attributes. let's see here. It's a virtual function actually. GD character base container item. Let's see, so we container item, here we go. Trying to remember what the hell I was doing here. Get ability system component. Get the attribute set, container add item, get item by pound. We actually don't do anything in there right now. Here, initialize attributes. This is the function we looked at. So we're getting the attribute system component. We're checking it, the attribute that we're getting here, the gameplay effect. We're getting the context handle, we're adding a source object, and then we are getting the spec handle. We need that for apply gameplay effect spec to target, which we do to apply the attributes that we have on our character. So let's do this one thing at a time. First of all, we want to have some attributes, and I'm going to do a T array of gameplay effects. Let's see here. Attribute sets. Is it U attribute set? There's the parent. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a UGD attribute set. Let's see. Attributes. Base attribute set. This is the base attribute set that we use. Right. Oh my God. I didn't create this. It's been a long time since I created this. All right. So it will always be one of these. So all my attribute sets is going to be a child of base attribute set. I'm going to use that class for T array. Okay. We're going to do a function here called void set attribute sets. So, boom. So this set attribute sets will add an attribute set to. Okay, I'm gonna move that over there. So it's gonna be a for loop here. Let's see, let's get a attribute set. Copy that in there. Oh, could this was pointers? It's gotta be pointers, right? Or what the hell? Oh, don't know. Just yet. Let's see what the hell is in the other one. I think it's gotta be a pointer, right? It's gotta be. Or should we do a T array, or should we do a? Where are you? There we go. No, that's not it. Where the hell are you? No, that's an attribute set. Basic container. Oh my God, I gotta close this down. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. No, it's not. That one. No? What? GD. Okay, I'm gonna take it easy, nice and easy. Don't stress out. There we go. There's a T object pointer, yeah. So array of attribute pointers. Thank you. This is going to be a pointer called attribute to add, and the thing is that I don't know if I want to add a T map or just an array. We're gonna have something to reference it. T map is not. I could use is a function. I'm thinking about how we're gonna find it, how we're gonna search it. If we need to search, I don't even know if we need to search it, but let's start with this. Let's see here. Copy that, get that in there. Boom. There we go. We're gonna have attribute sets, and we're gonna say dot add, and we're gonna add attribute to add. Right? Then we can do it for each. All right. So what I need to do here now is I need to update my data. My data in my data, storeable items here. And we're gonna add a T array here. Okay. Let's just see if we can do that, if I need to go in and add some functionalities on my, oh shit, that's not right. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna have pointers. First of all, probably need to class this. Oh, all right, cool. There we go. Anyway, I had this chimney sweeper here today, so been a little bit later than usual. I'm gonna go pick up my wife, but it's really gonna get at least 3-4 hours of hard coding, I hope. This data asset starts to get pretty long, eh? Oh, something was not quite okay here. Member variable declaration ability system component cannot define cannot be defined in. Oh, what? Directional base class. Did I already put it in? Oh yeah, I did. Right, I already put those in. Although now it's got a T array instead of. Yep. Okay, What else is wrong here? First, always keep on forgetting these. Boom. Let's see here. Should I remember what the hell I'm doing here? That's not, what the hell? Gameplay effect. There we go. We also need to do some kind of switch on these. Probably need to do a T map then, so we know what type of item it is. All right, that's okay. It's not a problem. It's gonna take a little bit longer to do. All right, dog is coming in here. Hey, Coltrane. Go like that. Go like that. Oh my god, it takes forever today. 39%. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You okay? Everything is all right with you out there? Hmm? I cannot have you in my lap. It's just not working. No. I know. I know. I know. I know. Yeah. Everything good with you? Oh, thanks for the... Whoa, shit. Coltrane, it wasn't me. Navin, thank you for the subscription, man. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sit. Still. Well, thank you and welcome in, man. Oh, there we go. We are good there. All right. Let's see here. What else we supposed to put here? Mesh images attribute. Where the hell are we? Galore. Oh, look at that. I put it in mesh. All right, we'll figure that out. Get none here. So basically, let's test out here first. We need to get our attribute set seen in the editor. Okay, first of all, I want to store my, that's the data assets. I'm not looking for the data. Yeah, I am looking for the data asset. Here we go. We're gonna set that to gas, the gas system, because it's a part of that. That's the first thing. Then we want to close these guys down for now. Gonna open them up in a little bit again. I just want to see all my attributes. Got a U class here, so I'm gonna first do it to blueprint blueprint type, and I'm also going to add something I did with my inventory component. Is this edit inline new? because that was what actually worked on the other ones. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna put this code in all my attributes. Oh, Jesus, freaking missed it. It's like, whoa, what the hell did I just do? I'm gonna X that. Come on, there, inside. I'm gonna do that in my fitting attribute as well. Boom. And I don't know, should I put it in here as well? That is not the actual thing. This is the attribute set. Maybe I only need to do it once, but I'm gonna test that out. And we are recompiling. Closing the door. Getting cold here in Ireland. It's starting to really get cold. I mean, it's late September. Last year, I think, when the first cold little bit came was in early October, 5th or something like that. It got really cold, like 2 degrees in the evening. So, right, so let's open this guy up again and let's see on the gas and the attribute set. There they are. Look, there they are. All right, so this one we're gonna have a health attribute. However, I'm gonna say that I think I need to make a T map of this. Call chain stop. Let's go out. Go play something. Let's see here. That's the storeable items. We can close that. Yeah, we're gonna open it. Jesus, I always have too much shit open. Close there. Let's do it in here for now. That we're gonna get an enum, and we're gonna call this. That's actually stupid to do it here. I need to add it to my data asset as well. So do it in my item data. Yep. Let's create one of these. Where are we going? Model vehicle or NA main storage. This is where I did the other one. So this is going to be sorry, E attribute sets. So the first one will be health. The second one will be ship fitting. And that will be it for now. Just so we have something to work with. So this will be health attribute sets. This will be copy that guy there. This can be ship fitting. Attribute set. All right. Now we can go into our where are we? There we go. We're gonna be in storable and we're gonna go and look at our gas thing here, and we're gonna change this to a T map. And the first thing we're gonna do, the key will be our thing here, E attribute set. Will be the key. Boom. And then we're gonna have the actual attribute set. Let's see, we have data item data already included. Let's just re-roll this and add the correct thing. I know. Life is hard, eh? Life is hard for a doggy. All you can do is go bark at the horses and eat some kibbles and get scritchy scratches and sleep in a big bed all day and go on walks. Life is so hard for a doggy, isn't it? It's so horrible. Yeah. All right. See, close these down. Boom, 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 boom. Gas. Now we have a map with a health attribute and health attribute. Perfect. So now we got that sorted. So now we can look at our interactable item here. Boom. So what we do? We can do it in here's the load data. So here's the actual row type, switch, load that. So we're gonna do a switch. So instead of a T array here, I think we need to redo this. So we're gonna do different attribute sets, one for each item that we have. So this is gonna be a UGD health attribute set. We'll declare that. There's going to be a T object pointer. I keep on forgetting I'm using the T object pointer. UGD health attribute set, and it's going to be health attribute. There we go. Boom. That's the one we have right now, but I want to do a switch. Let's see here. So this is going to be an E attribute sets. Attribute equals found row this is not right. This actually needs to be in my for loop. So we're gonna do a T map. Let's see, what the hell do we do here really? I'm gonna do an exact copy of the T map. Is that right? See, because I want to store it something and then send it on to another function, so we don't have everything in here. I want to, you know, sort it out. You know, so let's see here. We go into my data file again. Static mesh. Well, I could do just send the entire thing. Really? So I can do the found row, which is an interactable data table, right? This is the data table. So here we go. Because if I do it, if I send the due data asset as is, found row. No. So we're gonna do load attributes sets here, and we're gonna do storable data asset. The one we want to send. Okay, I'm getting this. Start getting this together in my brain. Just gonna copy this thing here. Copy, paste, boom. This can be avoided as well. Let's get that over there. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing here. Let's see, we're loading the data assets. For each, I'm gonna do data attribute sets. So now we've got a tuple there. So for each, and then we're gonna do a switch on the key, which is element dot key. Boom. Right, and now we have cases. Case e attribute sets health. Like so, and now we got that. Okay, so here we can start working on this. So let's say our health attribute, because that is what this is. Boom. Equals yeah, did this yesterday. I keep forgetting what the hell to call it. We need to delete that guy there. We don't need that guy anymore. We're gonna create a subsystem in here, and this is gonna be a let's see, do we need to cast that? Huh. Basically, element dot value will be a UGD. Let's see. What the hell am I doing here? What am I actually doing here? I gotta think this through. Vehicle base. I don't do that. What am I doing? I don't need to store it anywhere. I don't need to store it anywhere. I'm just creating it. I don't store it. So I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I need to know what they are. Hold on. Okay. How does this work? Let's take a look at my other attribute sets that I have, for example. So this is something that will be targeting slot this is not the top level. This is the top level. Character base. Health attribute set. I'm just creating it. So honestly, what I need to do only is to say what type I need. I don't need a team map with the actual class. I just need to say, if this is that, then create this. And then that's it. Damn. Oh, substance design is getting updated. On replay state, blah 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 blah. Now can I initialize? We're doing that. This is not something I've played around a lot with. I've done a little piece here, a little bit there, but this is, yeah. Let's gonna check this. Not 100% sure actually about this. Let's see one more thing here. Attribute sets. I'm not setting it. Oh my god, where are it? Where is it? It's not set. Why is this fucking up? You need to make sure that the attribute set is registered. Let's see here, where the hell do I do that? Be removed. State. Don't do that. Use that at all. Manually add a new attribute set that is a sub-object of this ability system component. All sub-objects of this component is automatically added during initialization. Jesus. I don't fucking remember. Honestly, I've been dealing with this now for a while, and that is what I see is the only thing I freaking do. Let's see. I don't screw this up because it would be database ability system replicated. Not you. Yeah. No, 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 no. I don't use it in any of the systems here. All right, let's move on. So basically what I need is a storable item. I don't need that. Just need that. This is going to be a T array. Going back and forth, E attribute sets, attribute sets. E attribute sets. There we go. Boom. Thank you. All right, so instead of doing that, we are just going to do a switch. Well, for each. We're going to do for each. For a for loop. Do a regular for loop. E32 equals 0. As long as I is less than data dot attribute sets dot num. Now we're going to have I plus for each. Now we can use a switch. We're going to switch it on. Attributes. Let's see here. E attribute sets equals data attribute sets at I. Now we're going to switch on. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Can remove this guy here. Don't need that guy anymore. If we have health, then we're going to do attribute health equal create default sub object of UGD health attribute, and we're going to call it health. Jesus Christ. Okay, all that for nothing. Default. Create default. relog text. Now what am I doing? Log temp error text. There we go. Something is wrong. Wrong with, oh my god. With that attribute set init or control. No, that one. I get this here, yeah. Get the right one. Boom. We're gonna have it from that. And we're gonna have, instead of type, we're gonna have attribute. That should do it. All right. One too many. Those two, no. That's the for loop, right? That one is that one. That one is that one. That one is that one. That one, that one, that one, that one. Oh shit. Break. Maybe I should do a break on that one. Oh, look at that. That's what I missed. Boom. That's not what I missed. The fuck? Why do you want another one here? Oh, wait a minute. You're missing one right there. Oh, well. I actually missed one. Alright. Anyways. Alright. Now we got that. We're running that. We are creating our default sub object. What I also want to do is I want to add a mesh. So I wonder if I should just do this in my constructor. And I'm going to set my mesh here to something that we can set in the blueprint and just add something that will be replaced as soon as we drag it out into the world. We'll prop it in here. So I'm going to do, let's see here. That is that. I'll copy that and get that up here. Some kind of organization. So the object pointer use static mesh, and this is just going to be a placeholder mesh. This is going to be edit anywhere. Category basics, BB basics. So don't need that one anymore. Okay. I just want to create something and place it into the world so we can play around with it. Let's just do it and see what errors we're gonna get from that. I can. There's so many bits and pieces that need to fit together for it to work. But I think we're starting getting stuff that will do something. All right. We're just going to do this as well. I forgot that one. Static mesh. We just want to do. Actually, we want to copy that. We actually don't want to do that here. We're going to do that higher up. Boom. Get those. And set this to place over mesh. And I don't know if I need to. No, probably not. Rerun this again. Right. Let's just, for the hell of it, go into data blueprints. Interactable items. I don't know what this one is. This is actually, it actually is one of those. Let's see. Airport got nothing. We got a static mesh here. So if we default starter attributes, I'm just gonna set that to container health attributes for now. Data, let's see, interactable data table. That it. Module item data. I think it's that one. Double check that though. Blueprints data. Okay. Data asset. New data tables. Interactable data. Yeah, that is it. Placeholder mesh. We're just gonna do a cube here. Okay. Let's drag one of these new blueprints. I'm gonna call it something else first. Call it BP test object. Right. So you got it here. Okay. Can't see anything. No, should not be there probably. We'll figure that out. And then we press play. Let's see if we crash. Yes, we do. Yeah. Let's see where we are supposed to start debugging. Okay, load storable data asset. Actually crash it, create at inventory. So technically, so element is inventory component, name inventory component, owner, blah, 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 blah. So why did we crash? No object initializer found during construction. Okay. Let's just take a double look at the code. So we have, I'm going to look at that in a second. We're just going to do this, and then restart and see if we at least get something up there on the screen. So we crashed during this process here with the inventory component. So we have to take a look at that, what that could be the reason behind, but I want to see the rest. Right. Oh, look, it is right there. It's right there. Nice. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. Won't be able to interact with it, so we can with this one. However, it's right there, and it all comes down from our file. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So let's take a little look and see. Oh, right. We need to see that one too. Did we get some errors or something like that in our output? Armor. 387.50. Could be for my car though, because I got doubled there. It could be because I have the car as well. I don't think it comes from this, because I didn't even set it. I didn't apply anything on it, so it's not that. Right. So what's the next thing we need to look at? Why didn't we get, first of all, I want to actually have something to look at. So let's do that for now. Let's go into full blueprint. Let's see. So I want to say the static mesh here. I can't actually do anything because I haven't given it anything. All right, we'll have to deal with that being in the air, because I want these things to be automatically populated in the world. So I want all these things to just happen in code, because you're supposed to not place these things. They're supposed to be spawned. So you can, what you do is basically we should give it some basic things like gravity, right? Does this mesh, let's look at the mesh. I don't even know if it has some kind of let's see, content, assets, meshes, loot box, FBX maybe. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if it even have collision show. Okay, that's not where show. Simple collision. Yes, we got a. That is not a simple collision. That is a. See. Generate mesh distance field. No. Project. Yes. Portrait has to generate create on client. No. There's supposed to be a button here for use a simple. Let's remove, because I don't want to, I don't want it to be this advanced. It doesn't need to be. Remove collision. We're going to add the collision box collision like that. That is probably fine, right? I mean, it doesn't need to be better than that. There we go. And I also see what I can do when it comes to physics. Generate overlap. Well, maybe shouldn't, but it really has nothing. Collision. Oh. Is this all? No, it's supposed to have a lot more stuff, right? Or is it just because I don't know what I'm doing? Maybe they got nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Static mesh. Sorry. Enable gravity. Let's do that and just redo this. I don't know. This is the part that I'm not very knowledgeable about. Been working most of my stuff I've been doing is UI and stuff, and under the hood stuff. This is the part I really want to learn properly. We'll see. But I mean, it needs to be. I can't just have gravity. You're gonna fall through the fucking floor, right? I didn't do shit. Let's stop call chain, please. Okay. Well, that's something I need to really start looking at because I actually don't know how to really investigate that. It's going to take too much time. That's not what I really want to do right now anyway. So, interactable items, containers. Let's open this up just for the hell of it. Let's see all the different stuff that we don't have. At least we got an ability system component. Ba, 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 ba. I don't have anything there. But I mean, you got this collision simulation, collisions presets. Enable gravity, apply impulse, simulate physics. Maybe we should simulate physics. Let's see what that will do. I mean, I mean, to be totally off here. I have no idea. This is something I really need to learn. So. I'm going to test it out a little bit and then we'll. All right. Well, well. Oh, there we go. It jumped down. So we're good. Nice. Donk. All right, we did something, learned something new. Now that doesn't really matter right now because we have another problem, and that is why didn't they do this? We got a crash when we tried to do it, and we got an item component map. Oh shit. Here we go. I think I see it. We don't cast it. Don't need to cast it. Why would we cast it? The same thing here. We're creating a default sum object. We don't need the actual component to do that. We're creating it out of a U inventory component, which we have because we created it here. So why did we crash? That makes no sense. All right. Same thing here. We don't need a tuple. All we needed to have is the component. E component is the thing we needed. And it's going to be a T array of E components. First of all, we can do that. It's just, I was a little bit tired yesterday when I came to this point. So I'm going to go into our data file again, my Hackman historical. Boom. And we are going to change this other T map that we have. There we go. That's not it. E component. There we go. We don't need the actual component. There's no need for that. So I'm going to do a T array instead. do that here. Array. Boom. All right. Cool. Pop-up chat. That's the case. Right. So, what I need to do is just relaunch this, and we're gonna change this so we have an item component array instead. That is going to crash. I know that. Yeah, there we go. I just remember we can't do this now. So we're gonna do change this to array, and then auto for each of the item component array. And we're going to say, yeah, this needs to be, I need to do a input to I equals 0 as long as I less than data dot data item components array dot num. There we go. Okay. There we go. Boom. 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 And pop. There we go. So we can do a switch on that dot I, right? Yes. 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 All right. That is cool. Is this one added? Let's see, is this added? No, it is not. So I need to do that. Make sure that that is included. Component. There it is. There. It's right there. There's nothing weird going on there. All right. So why the fuck did you crash? Need to figure that out. Because we do this elsewhere, don't we? Let's go to our vehicle. So I do that my vehicle with multiple items. Vehicle state, let's see, vehicle base here. Hold on. Inventory component. There we go. Inventory component. Let's do that. Let's copy it over and see. Nothing odd with that thing. It is exactly like it's supposed to be. I can think about is create default sub object. Boom. create default sub-object, inventory component. I want to see, double check, so it's actually the same. Oh shit, I thought I copied it. That's gonna do this, copy. There we go. Create default sub-object, the same class. Yeah, I don't see why this should crash. Let's test this again. There we go, no crash. Okay, so works. All right. Let's just double check that again. Yep. And yeah, so all of a sudden this works. Maybe it was screwed up with the T map or some shit like that. So that was that. So let's take a look at the next step we need to do. So we are updating information on data assets such as components, mesh, and whatnot, and that is done. We want to implement now, we want to give it a data asset. We want to give it a, let's see, storeable asset. We got a default attribute value and we want to implement that. And let's see here, we're gonna have character base. Let's look at our container that we had. We want to initialize default attributes. Hey Serboso, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Trying to take it step by step today and just make sure that everything works as it's supposed to. Direct storeable data asset. Where the hell are we? Basic container. Why is it just clumping into the in between these two? I don't really like that. Let's see here. So we need to initialize that. Which one is top of these two? I never remember that. Container item is the top one. So a actor, and this is the next level. So let's look at the top level. Gonna get that. Get the primitive system at least. Do you not have that function? No. Okay. Copy. Let's get that there. There's end. And yes, we need to implement a public I ability social. Is it this fucker? I think it's that one. Stores interface. Here we go. We're also going to implement. Oh shoot. That is not something we're going to implement. I think this needs to be implemented on the component level. We're actually already doing that. Nice. Stores interface. Yep, we're doing that on the component level. Good. Let's see here. I'm so afraid to do mistakes here because I'm not 100% sure exactly how everything is supposed to work together. Let's see here. We have an initialize attributes. Initialize. Let's take a look at what these functions actually do. So we need the initialize attributes. Is the main concern right now. This guy here. Copy. Place that in here. Initialize. Get that up here. Boom. This is going to initialize the base attributes. So I'm going to check that we're going to get the ability system components. So let's make sure that that function is actually implemented first. Here, return ability system component. There. That is this guy right here. Should we do this as an AGD ability system? No, I don't think so. We can fix that later. So we did that. Jesus Christ. So we're getting that, and then we're going to check the attribute that we want to initialize. Then we're making the context and adding the source. We are getting the spec handle, and we are just applying the gameplay. So there's nothing very, very strange with this. It's just a lot of C++ algebra. So we're getting the system ability component that we want to add it to, which is this object. We need a spec handle. We get that here, which we create by make outgoing spec handle with using the attribute that's coming in, the level that's coming in, and the context handle. Now the level that's coming in is going to be the level of the object. So we're going to look at that. Is that a float? I thought that was a int. All right. And up here we are just making the effect contexts that we need in here. So it's kind of blah with the whole code, but it took me a good bit while to understand what the fuck it was actually happening here. But yeah. Okay, so this is the level. We have the level, don't we? Did we set that? We're setting the level, active level there, but based on a integer. Oh, based on a enum here. Okay. What else happens here? In play. Get items by that's nothing. That is nothing. That is nothing. Add item is nothing. Get the attribute set. Can look at that. That is nothing, and that is nothing, and nothing, and nothing, and nothing. So we can actually go down to the next level of our container and just take a look at that. We're creating this default sublet. Here's we're actually adding the ability system component, and we're adding the attribute set. And let's see, here we're just printing. We initialize ability active info, which is this, and then we initialize default attributes, and in there is where we actually are calling our function with the health attributes and the level. So let's create a initialize default attributes just so we have it. avoid initialize default attribute. Sometimes it feels like I'm doing a lot of steps because I've got the code from somewhere else and I basically copied pasted it, and you know, we use it in other projects, they use it for other things as well, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, you're jumping from one to another and then nothing is happening in between. What the hell, what's up with that? So yeah, but we're just gonna do copy this guy here, and let's see here, boom, boom, no, come on, not navigate, I want you to generate definition, thank you. There we go. Then let's see here, so we are getting, so I want to do it for each loop somehow here. I want to do it for each loop. Let's see here first of all. Where is my attribute set? There. So basically what I want to do here, I think, is I want to do it for each loop. And I want to create an array, I think. So I do it for each of the health attributes. Oh, yeah, attributes. Netflix, how you got here? I don't know. You clicked on some link that you go like, what the hell is happening? If you don't like to be here, I don't know what you're doing here. It's just me trying to learn and wonder what the hell is going on, and taking it step by step. Might not be the most fun, entertaining, but hey, I'm right here. So, okay, yeah, cold chain. What's it, man? What? Oh. Okay, what? Okay, what's the matter? Huh? Come on. Oh. Oh, okay. So what's the matter? What's the point of this? Yeah, you're just gonna. Oh, okay. You wanna do that, right? Mm-hmm. My main man, the cold chain man. Yeah. So let's see. If I create an array of these, for each we take the item in the array. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Create an array. Every time we add a item to the, right. Can I do this now? Hey, can I? Is that okay? No. I'm sitting here now. I'm sorry, but this is my spot. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. He thinks he can code. He's climbing up and he puts his paws on the keyboard every time. It's like, oh, but he's probably better than I am anyway. So let's see here. We're gonna do a T array of let's see. There we go. Galaxy Dawn base attribute sets pointers maybe. He wants to try it. Yeah, he likes to stand up in with his front paws on the table. Absolutely. Okay, let's do that. So I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna set that there. So for each of these elements, I'm gonna copy that in there. And we're gonna set element here. No shit, this is gameplay effect. Oh, hold on. Oh, damn. It's not the actual. Yes. Of course. It's not that. Dump. It's not that at all. It's the gameplay effect. I'm gonna remove that. Jesus, why did I? It's like, oh, got so many things that is happening. So we're talking about the gameplay effect that I have here. So it's going to be the default starter attributes. The default starter attributes. This one. Copy that in there. And there we go. And now we're going to have the act level, which is that. But this needs to be a float. So, we do this and just cast it in for float. Level, float, level equals, should we just do this? Would that work? Or will that be a horrible mistake because it's going to be so imprecise? Let's see, I remember it's supposed to be. Take a little thing here, check. These we'll do here. Static cast. Bum 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 bum. Right, it's so problematic to do a rounding. Test this out. So float value level equals fmap round to float. So say float level times 10 dot f and divided by 10 dot f. Got that. There we go. There we go. Boom. So what are we actually doing here? We are casting into float, rounding to rounding to 1 decimal. Boom. Cool. So we are initialing default attributes. And just calling this in begin play, don't we? right. And we added the, let's see, we need to add this one. In my data asset. We're gonna just copy this stuff here. I don't really already have it. There we go. Right. So now we going to go into the code again here and begin play, load class data. We're doing that before we are setting it. So here, let's see, so we're in that one, yeah. To the found row, so I'm going to take the found row. I'm going to set that one. That one equals found row dot no, not found row. That loaded data assets we would want. Dot default starter. That's not what we call it. Stop. Hey, stop. Go ahead. Go. Go. Oh. Jesus. Let's see. Gameplay. We need to add this first of all. Class. There we go. Why is this not coming up though? Default starter attributes. Because we're not in there. Ah, idiot. You do it in here. We're gonna take that one. Stop now! There we go. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Load attribute sets. Okay, I need to fix that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be totally pissed off. We're gonna do that. And load attribute sets. Cool. All right. That is that. That is that. That is that. Now we can just reload this guy. Oh, we'll do that. I'm gonna start screaming at my dogs if they don't shut up. Let's see. So now we should be able to add the gameplay effect in our data assets. We don't have to add it into the actual interactive base class. It comes down, everything comes down to me trying to figure out the way to get as little data as possible in here. So I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna clear that. No shit, not that one. What am I doing? This one here, default, that one should be cleared. stop that. And we're going to go to blueprints, data, data asset. And I'm gonna check our directable and this guy here. It should be under attributes. Here we go. I'm just gonna do container health attributes. Let's take a look at that guy. I think that's the one we want. So yeah, we are gonna all we're doing basically is setting the armor, setting the core, setting the max armor, and setting the max core is basically what we're doing here. And if I understand this correctly, so let's start by getting that. And let's look at our output log. And I don't know what I'm looking for because nothing should happen yet, right? We're not really doing anything. Or are we? Let's for hell of it. Let's remove that one. Let's see what happens. I think this is for my truck instead of for my actual thing here. How can I check that? Well, I can check it by going into my code and put a item name on it or something like that. So it's in my health attribute set, my C++ file, and in my the old value, new value here, post. However, I want to also get see here. %s. Let's see. See if I can get spec or something like that. No. Hey Nav, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Oh, would like to know who actually is calling this. We got the props, target actor. Where is setting effect? Do that here. Got the data. Post gameplay. The thing is that this is it's a difference here. This happens with an instant gameplay effect. That is actually what we want when I'm thinking about it. Or is it? Stamatis, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. this is the part I'm really is very uncomfortable working around with. But that's also one of the parts that I really want to work with this project, because I'm not 100% sure how all these fit together. However, here, I wonder if I can get the data. So let's do a UE log and see what the hell happens anyway. Log temp, warning, and text. All I want to do is get a %s, not 5s%. Thank you. And I want to get the data dot, let's see, target dot avatar, get avatar actor, name, get name. There we go. And we're just gonna do a percent or a thing like that. I don't know if this is actually going to be called here. But we'll because it's an infinite gameplay. No, it's supposed to be a instant, right? You add it and you forget about it, while my things I add with modules are infinite because we're supposed to be able to remove it, but this is supposed to be an instant. So let's see what this gives us. So the post gameplay effect will not be called if it's an infinite gameplay effect. It will only be called if it is a. So we got a basic level 1 container. Is that the one I deleted, or and then got the test track. So this is all the actual car thing, but these ones, basic level 1 container. Now I got a little unsure, because that's the only, no, that's that one. That's that one. So if I did not delete that, all right, let's delete it now and start over. So now we only have that one, and now we only get the test car. All right, so at least we know that that one works, but not the other one. I'm gonna see what's happening here, because I actually don't. I've just put the code together and hope for the best. And now I have to start investigating what actually is happening step by step here. So we're gonna see if we are actually loading our attribute set, and we are going to see if we are actually initializing it there, and let's see if we are actually getting through here, or if something stops on the way. So let's do that. So take that step by step. So we are getting the initialization, but we are not. Oh, yeah, the click disappeared. So getting here, level 1, evaluating the default starter attributes. Let's see. And we got the container health attributes. So that's the right one. So that's awesome. Okay, going to the next. And we're getting, let's see here. If we go through here, the ability system component is going to give us what? Well, it checks if it's valid, so apparently it's valid. it checks the attribute, and that is valid. We got the context handle. Test object looks good. If I look at all these things here, get ability component. Create a spec. All looks good. It all looks good. And yeah, it does look good though. So why is it not applying? That's my question. Attributes, class, object pointer, get the right attribute. Timeless, no. All looks good to me. Got the level. Instigator, effect causer, source object. Right. It's always fun to not really know exactly how everything works, and then you're trying to troubleshoot it, and you're like, yeah, I don't know. It's called ability system component. Maybe we should just make sure that it's the right ability. It's gotta be the right one. This is the only one I freaking add to this guy. Alright. It's gonna drill down that. See if I see anything that is out of whack, but I don't. Right, so what we're gonna do is start comparing code, I guess. Because right now we are not getting what we want, which is the name of the actor that we're actually creating. That one. This is always fun. One, everything looks good, but it doesn't get you the result you want. So what is happening then? Let's take a look at our health attribute, because that's the one we're doing. So we're gonna go into running there. Let's go and see if we properties. All right. Let's take a look at this side by side again. Let's close those guys there. We can close that guy. We don't need that. We don't need that. This is the basic container, and we are also going to look at our container item, which is the top part of that class. Let's see here. So move that. That one, I don't need that one anymore. So get lifetime replication props. Don't do anything with that right now. We have it. Just for the hell of it. Don't really do anything with it. We're gonna get our attribute set. We don't really need to do that. Add item, remove item, contains item, we can skip. Item by type, skip. Initialize. So it's this code here. And where are we calling that? We're calling this. Don't really do anything else in here. We're calling that here. Set replicated. Set do this already, right? We're creating default sub object. Just gonna get it. We are getting that. We are replicating it, and we are setting to minimal. This guy. Call it. We are doing that has authority thing. Do we do that here? I don't think we do that. If. I think it should matter in some sense, but yeah. Gameplay. Is there something in that is just print attribute? You can do that on this one as well, just for the hell of it. Begin play. Set that in the start of begin play or in the end of begin play. Creating that function. Gonna create that. Put that at the bottom here. We're just gonna take that guy here, here, and create this function. Let's do that here. That's fine. Boom. I don't care about that right now. Ability system get set that we get that health variables and we'll print those out if they are set. All right, let's rerun that. I don't know. Feels like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, but then again, net ability actor info. That's basically calling that function in its ability, and all it does is initialize default attributes if we have authorities. And we're doing that here, so that's basically all that's happening. It got that gameplay effect of default health attributes and the level, which is of an int32. I thought it had to be a float. Let's see here. If I do that, change that to an int32 instead, then. All right, let's rerun that. I don't know if it matters, but we'll see. Give it one more time. two changes to has authority to make sure it happens only on the server, and changing to an int instead of a float. I don't know. Let's see. Doesn't crash. I only got the BP tested track though. Nothing else. Name of actor. Yeah. That didn't work. Of course not. Why should it work? Comment at a point like this and it's like, oh. Let's see if we are getting in here now that we have has authority though. Yes, we still do. We have the int, we have evaluating of container health attributes. And let's see, we are getting in here as well. Let's do a couple of checks here. And getting the attribute. And we're applying the attribute to target. Get the target is get attribute ability system component, which is our ability system, right? It's gonna there get ability system component, give us the ability system component that we created here. It's trying to tell myself step by step. What's the next step that happens after this though? Next step is that it disappears because we are started. It still does not. Okay, I have to go into my other item here. Start looking at my vehicle. Am I doing something different? Vehicle character base, and I got that one. So let's close these containers now. So I created and replicated, create default sub object, and I do the same thing here. I don't do anything else there. Don't do anything here. Get ability system, get help attribute set, adds possessed by, initialize ability actor info. And that is nothing that happened. However, initialize the attributes, checking, blah, 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 context add source, in level, get the ability system component, apply the spec to target, get ability component. And that should freaking be it. Let's look at the vehicle base and see if I do anything different here. Now. This is not something I do there at all. I don't even bother with it. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's see, content browser. So if I look at my main character here, just to output content, blueprints, characters, this is the one I'm using. And we're gonna look at the full, it doesn't matter. Plot manager, state, tracked, shit. What am I looking for? I don't know. Looking for default. It's set maybe. I don't think you know. Here, yeah, ship startup attributes. Let's take a look at that guy. It's an instant. It's the same thing. None. Just adding it, modifying it. Manage the armor one. Don't use a basic container attributes. This when it's not working and you don't understand why, because you do the exact same thing as you've done all along. I get it, I apply it, and it just doesn't work. Okay. This shit pissed me off so much. Because I honestly don't know where to go from here. If everything looks exactly... What the fuck? What happened now? Hi man, Mr. A. How you doing? You're coming in a bad point. It's like, oh, fuck me. I don't know where to troubleshoot this. You know, at this point, I usually step away, take a break, take a breather for an hour, and come back and start looking at it again, because I start ending up in a situation where I start looking at what I'm already changed, already checked, and it doesn't help me, because I still don't get what the problem is. Wait a minute. Didn't I get into this code now? Or did I remove that? Alright, okay. Let's redo that, because it's not gonna help me. Boom. Initialize attributes. So I think that's what I have to do. Just get this big handle down before I do anything else. Fires. 4 of them. Wait a minute, what? What is a 0? Why is it not picking up anything, or is it just me? That's duration period, target effect, dynamic, granted empty. They're not going to be set by color. Health attribute is a null pointer. Am I looking at this wrong? Source object, health attribute. Let's look at if I can have a target. Backcaster here, for example. It's my test object. Health attribute is a null pointer. Huh, wait a minute. Health attribute is a null pointer. Health at where am I setting the health attribute? That's my inventory component. Here's my health. I created here. Let's see. Let's go into my load class data, load stored attribute. Hold on. Load attribute set. Where am I loading my attribute set? I'm doing that here. Loading, loading, loading. Gonna keep the rolling, bowling, boy. I don't know. Storable data as a default stored attribute. So now this is correct. Just thinking, maybe I forgot to set something in my list here. Should not. It's supposed to be the only thing though, so it's, I don't know. Give me a second here. It's gonna. All right. Let's take a look at that. Just I don't know if that is could be something, but something is obviously wrong with my health attributes. Item component array. Need that. Let's see here. My attributes. Wait a minute. What the hell am I looking at here? Here we go. Look at that. Health attributes. Oh. And we get a fatal error. Woohoo! All right. At least we get somewhere. Nowhere fast. Let's see. It actually did that when it crashed when I tried to do this. What? All right, we got somewhere anyway. Load class data. Yeah, no, it crashed at my inventory component. Yeah, that is something I need to look into. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, so that is something very, very important though. Because that is gonna be my entire shit. Did I do too many here? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? Those two. Oh shit, what the fuck did I do now? Those two. Yeah, I did too many. No, I didn't. What the hell? I can't count. If it's gonna be something wrong with this math, right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, well. Something's wrong here. Those two. I got one too many here. Huh? All right. Okay, let's see if I can get anywhere here and see if I get another crash. I got another crash. And why did I get another crash? Try to load class data. Start play, begin play. It doesn't give me the line in the code. That usually indicates there's something that I haven't filled out in the blueprint side, rather than something that's actually wrong in the code side. Dismantle. Boom, boom, boom. I don't even get there. Don't get there. I don't get there. I don't get there. Where's my begin play? Here. Let's get that, and that. So close now. I can just touch it. I don't know why it refused to do this thing here. Because then I could have the same problem when it comes to my attribute set. That's what I'm a little worried about. Basic container, come on. So default stores access item components array. Let's remove this. Boom. There's something wrong with this one. I don't know. Stores access. Now I got my health attribute in my array. It's supposed to create those things. Okay, we get to load classes. Boom. Loading everything. That is fine. So get in here, and my attribute set is help is at 0. Come on, I need to have you dotted. Is help, which will be this. Create default sub-object of UGD health attribute set. Call it health attribute. And we're crashing. Okay. Something is wrong with this one. It's the whole create default sub-object inside here. Okay. I have to investigate that. There's something not supposed to happen. I bet you that you can't do it in play. You have to do it in here. That would disturb everything. No, you should be able to, because we can. No, we haven't even. Okay, so we can test that by creating my static mesh set and set up everything here. I can do all this. Let's do that in here. If it doesn't work, then we know that it's coming down to that you have to do this in the constructor. And then I have to look into if I can. Oh shit, I'm supposed to do that after, right? Boom. Let's see if we crash on this one now. Because we're jumping over there because we don't have a skeleton mesh. We do have a static mesh. So maybe these things need to happen in the constructor. Create it. We need to fill this out, all of these inside the constructor, and just initialize the ones we actually use. See, that is true. And we're breaking because we did what? The static mesh. Yeah. All right, so I learned something new. Okay, so I don't know. So we set the static mesh here. We need to do that down here. Boom. I mean, I don't really care so much about initialization. I can initialize everything up here. It's fine. I guess. But that means that I will have all my objects, every single one will have all these components and the code, and that's what I wanted to avoid. I could do this though. I mean, if I initialize all these and then doing something like, if they are not part of this, then we remove these and basically set them to null pointers. If it's not in it, could be something we might do. Because I didn't want to, create all these in the constructor and then not use it, because that's the idea with this whole thing, was to do a object that doesn't have all these things in it, only has whatever it needs. So, all right, let's see. What's up now? All right, let's rerun this. That's why AI is not perfect. Don't worry about it. It won't take your jobs anytime soon, because that's basically, this whole idea came from when I was talking to AI and tried to figure out how to do it in a proper way. I was like, yeah, do it this way. Okay, I can test it out. And apparently, no. Maybe I have another function for this to create this. Look, no crash. And test object has its 4 edits initializing it. So we have that on this item now. Yeah. So it works now. Interesting. And also that means that we do have our component, not yet though. We need to update this with the component info. And there we have to do that. We need to have an inventory component. No, it will be there because I did initialize it. Okay, so wait. All right. A difference between a while and a for statement. Well, it's the way you write it. It's no real. It will always, okay. A for loop will only happen if something is true. A while loop happens while something is true, but it will always execute once. So it check after you do it one time, and it checks if the statement is true. And if it is still true, then you will do it again, and then check it if it's true again. If that still is true, then it do it again. A for loop will always check it first. So if you know that you need it to happen at least once, no matter what, you can use a while loop. But if you say that it can never happen if something is not true, then you can never use a while loop. So a while loop happens at least once before it check it, and the for loop checks it first before it do it. So that's the big difference. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I need to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back here. I'm gonna grab some more coffee to start getting cold. And we got a result. How I just need to figure out how to do it properly, because what happened now is basically that all my actors all my actors will have all the components, and I don't really want that. So I don't know what the hell to do here. I'm gonna see if there's another way of creating sub-objects inside, or if it has to be in a constructor. I mean, create and construct is basically the same word, so maybe. Because I noticed that, I have to load in information into the file if I don't want to use Blueprint. And you have to do that in the constructor. You cannot do it anywhere else. So this might be the same thing. And then I have to rethink how to do this. So I'll be right back and just gonna go on get some coffee. I was thinking, what I could do is say that we'll add all the components, creating them at construction, and then begin play. I run a function that basically determines which components this actor is going to use, and setting all the other ones to null pointers. I mean, it's a very, very, I don't know. You create objects and then delete the objects because you don't need it. It's like, it feels so weird. It's gotta be another way, right? Because you don't want, you know, you don't want a rock to have a, you know, it doesn't need an inventory component, or you don't want a container to have a mineable component, you know. You just want it to have the components it needs. So the question is here, I could, every time I create a, so in the constructor here, we could create an array with all, let's see here. If we create an array with all the components and one array with all the attributes, and then at begin play, we call a function that goes through all the classes, and this is gonna be so weird. And it goes through and checks all the components that this one has and sets that into one array. And then for each of the items that is in array 1 that the item is supposed to have, it removes them from the array we created up here. That means that when that function is run, then the only thing we have left is the items we don't need. So we go through that array once more and set all of those to null pointers. I don't know how expensive that would be and if it matters, but the thing is that if you don't want to have, just because you can't freaking set this, not that, this. So irritating. Just gonna go and I'm gonna do. Does this have to be in a constructor? Question mark. Sometimes ChatGPT is just making shit up. They do it a lot. Okay, it says that it doesn't, asking, does this has to be in a constructor? No, creating a component will create default sub-object does not have to be in a constructor, but there are specific scenarios where it's beneficial to be in the constructor. But why do I get the freaking crash then if I do it outside? Dynamic components, if a component is existent, depends on runtime logic. For example, it's creating a certain game state. It can create it outside the constructor like begin play or when triggered for some event. Customization, you need to configure and initialize the component based on runtime data or player choice. You might want to delay the creating. I want to create it later, but oh fuck me. Oh fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. There's something else I do. Ah. So. Okay, let's test this out. If not, let's check first if we have, if inventory component is false. Okay, and then we take inventory component equals new object, and they're going to be of a U inventory component. We need an outer for this, and we're going to set this to a U inventory component get class. Okay. Boom. That did not work. Static class. Okay, sorry. Static class. All right. So that is that. And then we need to register the inventory component. Okay. So inventory component register component. Cool. Okay, so let's test that and see if we get the crash. If it's not, then we are golden. Then we're golden. Jesus, I thought it was a bit strange that we had to do it inside the... And then we can do that in with the health attribute as well. Is this a component or is this something else though? Well, I'll see. And boom, crash. No, that was not a crash. That's just... Look at that. It actually works. It actually did not crash. Wow. Okay. So let's see if we can just get this one to work as well then. So I'm going to create this baby right here. Let's do that. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go down. We probably have that code already. Yeah. So let's do this exact thing. I don't know if, because this is an attribute set, but we're just going to test this. Static class, yep, smash. Didn't like that. Probably not a, okay. If, let's see here. In, oh my God, you idiot. It's supposed to be a health attribute, not. Okay, we don't need to do that. Okay, let's see. First, health attribute. Boom. There. I'm not gonna do that though. We're gonna do something else. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT because this is totally outside my knowledge base. Creating the dynamically creating components using new object will not be visible in editor. I don't care about that. Component initialization, replication. If you dynamically create components at runtime, you need to handle replication manually if required. Okay. That's interesting. Creating components like inventory component to constructor is a standard approach because it ensures it's initialized early, visible in the editor, and properly replicated. However, if you need flexibility in dynamic component creation based on game logic, you can create components in the begin play or approach it places, but must handle registration application. Okay, so first of all, how would I handle this? I want to see the replication. When dynamically creating components runtime in Unreal Engine, handling replication manually requires a few extra steps based on Unreal's automatic replication doesn't kick in for components that are dynamically created outside the constructor. Below is a step-by-step, blah, blah, blah. Mark the component as replicated. Let's see. Okay, we need to do those things here. Okay. So inventory component, we're going to set is replicated to true. And we do that before we register it. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. With automatically creating components, you must register them with the actor using register component. So it knows that them like normal component adds to replicating the component. When an actor automatically creates component, you need to ensure that the actor itself is replicated and will be automatically try to replicate its component that are marked for replication. In the actor's constructor or initialization code, you must make sure that the actor is replicated. I think I did that already. No, I actually didn't. So we need to do that. B replicates equals to true. There we go. Cool. That was the first step. Replicate sub-objects for components. For dynamically creating components to replicate, you need to make sure that they are included in the actor sub-object replication list. Okay. So we need to override get lifetime replication props, which we do. And we need to do. Okay, so let's see here. First of all, we're gonna go into this guy here. And we're gonna do wrap life. Do wrap lifetime. And we're gonna do the AGD interaction class and inventory component. Now, why did that? Do rep lifetime, because we have not interactable base class. Do that. Okay, that's needed in. Ensure the do rep life or do rep lifetime conditions used for the component. If you have any specific conditions for when the component should replicate, for example, only following the client, only to the owning client, you can specify that condition. It's in the conditions here. I can put that up here. Oh, shoot. Okay. On-wrap function, use on-wrap functions to properly handle components initialization when it's replicated on the client. Oh, right. We probably need to create a function there. Use on-wrap function properly handle components initialization when it's replicated on the client. No. First of all, let's see here. This is where I'm like, this is where I'm a little bit lost, but we're gonna fix this. So this is the component. All right, so we're gonna create a replication function on this. So replicated using on-wrap. Okay, let's see. There we go. On-wrap underscore inventory component. There we go. And we're gonna create that, right? Do that down here. We do it there. I don't know. Let's see. Void. Do that. Shoop. shop. Definition. If inventory component and not inventory component it's registered. If it's not registered, then we need to register it. Inventory component, register component. Okay, so we register a component if it's not already been registered. Perform any additional setup here, such as the component attaching the component to the actor. We don't really need that because it can float around there. That's fine. Okay, now what we're going to do here, we're going to check if inventory component, here we go. Let's check so we are only doing this on, what the hell happened there? On the server as authority. There, we're gonna close this there. Wow. Okay. Shit, that's a lot of fucking work, but at least we got it there. And then of course we do the lifetime rep. We did that already. On the client side, once the server replicates the inventory component, the unwrap inventory component function will be called automatically. This will ensure that the component is properly registered and initialized. Right, so doing that, we don't need to attach it. Keep on server authority. The component should be created only on the server using has authority. Replication using do rep lifetime. You need to include the component in the get rep type replicated props like we did here. Let's see. Unwrap function. The unwrap function is triggered on the client when the server replicates the component. This function handles registration and installation of the component on the client. This setup will ensure that your dynamically created inventory component is replicated properly and initialized when the client receives it. Before we move on then, I just want to see so we don't get any crashes. And then we can start looking at doing the same thing for our health attribute. We're going to do that. It's going to be that. And we are done, but we are just not moving on to that Rust yet. I'm just going to do that. There we go. I just want to see that we don't crash. And I should be able to see it maybe in the list of components, I hope. Okay, let's see. Boom. Oh, okay. No, it's Dogma. It's right here. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need? Let's take a look at. I have a piece of code for this since earlier. Let's see. So I got replicated using this. Then, oh, it's going to be a U function probably. It has to be a U function. U function. So And then we're going to go in here. Yeah, it has to be a U function. Let's just get that. Load attributes. Jesus, where are you? There we go. Yeah, all right. That was exactly what it was. Right. Yeah. Coding with ChatGPT is not the most fun thing to do, but you know, it's a good place to actually learn certain things when you're very unsure, instead of spending 3 hours googling shit and trying to find it in posts. And you know, it doesn't know everything and it makes shit up, so sometimes you have to fight with it for a while. No, Coltrane. No, no, no. All right, so let's see here. Let's. And we are. Stop. Stop. Yes, stop. Okay, so we are getting no crashes and we're getting our 4 things here. I also want to see. Can't. Oh, where is it? I moved it just between here. All right, so just do that. Do that, select the viewport. All right, so test object here, and let's see, I cannot see anything here. Just getting my static mesh. Let's see here. Boom. Nope, nothing. It's just my static mesh. That's the only thing I see. So that's the thing I created in my. So yeah, we have to control that with code. That's okay. That's okay. Boom. So now I need to find out exactly how to do this. Same thing again. With our attribute set. Right. 1, 2. So, bum, bum, bum. If that will not work, to dynamically create and replicate attribute set in a gas system in a similar way to components, you can follow the process and ensure the attribute set is replicated correctly. However, attribute sets are typically handled through the ability system components, and their replication is automatically handled by the ASC when properly set up. Create the attribute set dynamically. Add it to. Let's see here. Let's do this. I'm going to set the ability system component. Add attribute set object. I'm going to set the hell attribute. Okay. And that is not. Let's see, so static class is this. So what is the problem here? failed to match T against object pointer. Do I need, can it not be a T object pointer? Does it have to be a, let's see. It have to be, where are you? There we go. Can't be, right? GD help attribute set pointer called help attribute. Then we're gonna set it to that. I just want to see, will that make a difference, or is it just me, or oh my god, it couldn't do that. All right. I guess that's something I have to live with. If ability system component, I'm just gonna do that. Boom. To make sure that we actually are getting it in there as yeah, if you construct actor constructor initialization code, make sure that both the actor and the ability set. Yeah, I can set that, but that's, it should definitely be set to replicated. That should be fine. I shouldn't have to replicate that. If you need to handle specific replication attributes, for example, help use replicated using for each attribute to find unwrap production. We'll see if I do, but that should be the, if you dynamically create and attach the attribute set outside the constructor, you can still ensure proper registration and initialization using unwrap functions to handle any special setup when your attribute set is replicated. For example, if you create an attribute set dynamically and want to initialize it on the client, no, we don't want to do that. We just want to do it on the server. Okay, let's see if this actually works. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna do that. Boom. Stop and rerun. I must say I'm very happy. Thank you so much, everybody that's been subscribing today. We passed 200 today, which is an amazing number. I did not think I would get so far in just a few weeks. So thank you so much, everybody that's been subscribing and continue to do so. So now we actually are going to do that, and we want to take a look at our, oh, we still have our test objects. So that is cool. This is actually coming from our print log. So that just shows that our numbers actually come through. So if we take a look at these 25, 10, 42, 10, if we stop this and taking our test object here and setting our, maybe we need to open it up. It's a little cumbersome, this thing, but that's fine. We're going to add this code dynamically anyway. I just want to take our characters, no, our interactable items test object here, and we're going to set this to level 4, and then we're going to see if the numbers increase. So no, they are not. Okay, so why not? Why are they not updating? Hmm. 25, 10, 42, 10. Let's see what actual level is done. Do that here. Print ability, and I'm gonna also print active level. Oh shoot. Let's see here. Active level is, and it's gonna be a int percent d, and this is gonna be active level. Okay, and we also can put a, well, we can relaunch that for now. So what I want to see is there. So I want to see this, because I want to see the level here. Is what I want to see. First of all, we can just start this up. We can say in level evaluating 1. That is not working. So let's see. Should have checked that too. All right. Anyway, in level is 1. So initialize attributes is getting a number of 1. And initialize attributes is getting that number from here. Getting the active level straight up. So do that there. So how do we set the active level? We set that there. Static cast level. I'm gonna do that too. Come on. That is probably 0 for some reason. Why are we doing this now? We got that to trigger. Maybe we need to set that in begin play before everything else instead. Let's do that. And we take that and set that begin play there and just do this. Let's restart that. Well, that made no freaking sense to me. Remove that one. Right, let's see here. Okay, and active level is now 4, precisely what we wanted. Nice. Stop all these things here. And now we can look at there. So the numbers are updating according to everything, and the active level is now 4. So if we go into this and we are checking this guy, and we can change it to 2, save. Then now we have an active level of, let's see, where are you? Should be down here, right? There we go. Active level 2, and now different levels of armor, core, max armor, and max core. All right, so we got somewhere. So we have ability system is actually working. Let's see. I was gonna see what happens if I set this to the listening server, playing client. There we go. And see if we still get our numbers are now 0 because we are not on the server, we are on the client. This is running on the client. However, if we go and check this data straight from it, it should we should be able to access that data on that machine anyway, even though we are on a client. That's awesome. Okay. All right, what's the next thing we want to do then? What's the next thing? We want to start implementing and checking information about this item. We want to do that from our UI. If we right click on it, first of all, we wanted to say, hey, we right clicked on this and it should give us our little widget, first of all. So if we just take a look at this and go in here and we do play as listening server, that's fine. And then we're going to right click on it, nothing happens, of course, right? So why is that? What is our right click actually going to do for us? If we go into our play controller, player main controllers and player controller, gonna into our file here. Let's see here. So we're gonna check first if we're right clicking. We are triggering. Oh my god, there's so much code in here. Remember where the hell I did this. Set up input component bind right click to right click mouse button released. Boom. And let's go down to that. So we do a cursor trace. And the cursor trace is this. And if it hits something, and if that implements, that actor implements the U interactable interface, and we have a right mouse button push, then we are going to do something here, right? Now, does this no, we do not. So we want to implement that. That's the first thing we want to do. It's an I interactable interface. That's the first thing we want to do. And we of course want to include that interface. We already have that interaction interface. Oh, we need to have public. Ooh, okay. Let's just rerun this. Take it step by step and see where we end up here. Yes. Oh, train man. Oh, you just shut off all my monitors. What are you doing? What are you doing? Your tail shut off all my monitors. Oh, I cannot work like this. It's not professional. Ah. Oh. All right. All right. I'm gonna sit there. Oh, here comes sister. Oh, there we go. Oh, my sister. I got two dogs. Love you too. Oh yeah, I love you too. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna code now, cold chain? No. Uh, I got dogs all over the fucking place, you know. Okay. I'm sorry, but I need to finish this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we are right clicking. We are actually, it does implement it. So now we get the right. So yeah, get the mouse position and we're gonna move in through that. So let's see what happens. There we go. Whoa. We get the 3. I actually haven't seen that before. It's the wrong one. But we'll work on that. But we actually got something happening. And that is awesome. Now it looks horrible, I know. The whole plugin for the mouse button, any mouse button or whatever, any shape mouse, any shape keys or buttons, it stopped working for me. So I had to go back to this ugly shit. So we're gonna work on that. Now the problem with this is that I want the one with 4 because this is a storage unit. So we want to check if any of its components implements the storage thing. So let's see here. So where are we really? We are, get the cursor, we get the actor, we're sending that to add radial menu widget on the HUD. So let's take a look at our HUD. Hood. Main. Then we can just open this one. We want to check, we can close that guy. We want to check add radial. Boom. So we're getting an overlay. We check the blah blah blah, remove from parent. If it's not, if it's already created, we'll remove it from parent and then we'll set it to a null pointer. However, we create a radial menu widget. We're casting it to the radial menu widget. We're creating a controller. We're setting the controller's initial values. And then we are going to go in with setting it. We're making sure that it's the right size and everything, all that good stuff. We need to go to a radial menu widget controller. Radial menu widget controller. And in here is where we're at now. We're checking that we have a target actor here. Open container, look at, we're setting all these functions. I want to make sure that we're setting the actor. Where are we setting that? Let's look at the HUD again. Go into the private files, but set widget controller. Add the viewport somewhere here, because I've been changing up the way I'm doing these since I built this one, but that's fine. I need to look at the widget here and see my radial. Manager widget, because I think, Jesus. No, mouse enter, clear mouse problem. Okay, that's fine. Widget controller is set already in look mode. If it's the same as the target actor here, that. So we need to see if any, we need to get, we want to get the components of the actor. So if we get the target actor, let's see here, if I get the controller and the target actor and find component by interface, boom, and we're gonna set, what is this? So we need a U interface. U storage interface. No. How do I do this? Do I do T sub class of U storage interface? Jesus, how do I do this? I actually have no idea. It's gonna be, so let's see. Search components array. It returns first account to component implements a given interface. Yeah, can I just do that? Use storage interface? No. Don't understand this. T subclass const. Should I storage interface? No. Ah, okay. I'm gonna look that up. I actually don't know. How do I use this function? Do I put in the list? Face is a template function, allows us to search. Yeah. Okay, so we do U storage interface static class. All right, so okay. Let's see. Is that a bool? Can I use this as a bool? I don't know, can I? Huh. Okay, so we can use it as a bowl. So yeah, all right. So let's test this out. Let's see if we get the, because 0 gonna give us 4, and 1 is going to give us 3. Interesting. Find out what the target is and change depending on what's most correct. What is the correct value? Yeah. Now this could be a little bit hazardous because let's say you right click on another vehicle and that vehicle has a component that will implement the storage interface. Yeah, we have to have, you know, handle that case because you don't want to be able to open the container of that vehicle. But yeah, we'll deal with that. No, it doesn't. Shit. So let's see if I can get a list. Let's see here. No, stop, Coltrane. I'm trying to think. Okay, for once in my life. Once in my life. I'm trying to think. Once in my life. Da-da-do. Right, so we can skip that. We don't care about that anymore. So we want to get a print. Let's see, we want to get a list of all current. Jesus. What do we want here? I want a list of all current components. Uh, let's see. So the actor has something called get components. So let's see here. So I want to do a T array of new actor components, pointers, call components. All right. So I want to get components, and I want to say that components. And then for each of components, let's call it component, that's fine. If we have a component, oops, lazy, component, and then we want to call UE log, log temp, temp, no, come on, log temp, there we go, warning, text, come on, there we go, text, component class. Now we're going to do represent s and do a component get class. And I'm going to get the name. Oh shit. Get name. So, right. I want to know if these are actually attached from the start. Stop and rerun. Yeah. I honestly not sure how many components we have on this now. Because I want to know, because I'm going to have a skeleton component. I don't. I need to fix that. I'm going to have a static mesh component though. Need to do that too. I'm going to have a ability system component. According to this, we only have the ability system component and static mesh. Do we need to attach it? Okay. Not working out as I want it. Let's attach it then. Set up attachment. Storable. Unpackable. Or registering it. Attach the component. Here we go. Why can't I attach the component? Doesn't want to do that. No storable. let's see here. That, do that as well. That's what I have it. So it doesn't really matter. It seems like I can't touch it. On the base of it. Doesn't need to transfer. Okay. Yeah. That's reading up on attachment. Okay, I don't need to do this. However, why can't I see it? Why is this not on my list of attached components? I have to look into that. I actually don't know. I thought this was what I needed to do because it seems to be working. It's registering component. Registers component creating any rendering physical state. Will also add itself to the order of actors component array if not already present. Will also add itself to the outer actors component array. It's supposed to do that here. It doesn't do that. So it doesn't seem like we are registering the component. A new object may not immediately be visible or visible in some components array without ensuring proper initialization and registration. This is what you can do. Ensure dynamically created components like your inventory component properly added to the actor's component list and accessible immediately. Use add instance component to register dynamic created component with the actor's components array. After creating a registering components list, they add it to the actors list of components using add instance component. Okay. All right, let's test that out. Add instance component. And we're going to do inventory component. Test it out. I mean, I'm all happy to test new things. So we are registering the component and then we're adding it instantly to the list of components. We'll see. We're rerunning this. Yep, it's running. This is what this is all about. Testing, looking up things, trying to figure stuff out. Then and then still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Oh, damn. Okay, this is gonna take some deeper thought and deeper analyzing the code. I mean, I'm probably missing some little piece of fucking shit code. So anyway, that will be it for today. I gotta go and pick up my wife at the train station. People have been here today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you haven't pushed that subscribe button, please do. Love to see you writing something in the comment section if you have anything to say, or you know, anything that you want to say or comment on or upset about or whatever. Please let me know. Anyway, I'll analyze this and hopefully by tomorrow when I'm back, I'm gonna have a solution to what the issue is here. But today we got something on the board. We have implemented some ability system into it, so we have attributes on the box. At least that's something. We got some components. We just need to make sure that the components actually are accessible, because that is the whole purpose of this whole thing. So, all right, I'll see you next time, and I'm Swapbo Gaming, and this has been Galaxy's Dawn. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Where is my streaming software? There we go. All right, take care. Bye.